First place shared with his partner Elena Piskun on the vault.
Straight Sukahara. 3 big steps on landing, a little bit of direction loss in the air.
This is a much better start from Athol Myhill. George Christoph giving him words of encouragement.
He's got a good strong block. Slightly sideways in the somersault, and then 1, 2 huge steps.
8.55 for Athol Myhill on the vault. And his partner Elena Piskun will know that the pressure is on. She'll have to keep her routines very tight to keep this combination in first place. Let's look at Piskun on the bars.
This is Elena's favorite event, and you'll see why. Good strong mount. And a full turn giant into a delchev, straight into a shoot over the low bar, into handstand.
Sky-high releases.
She's spectacular on bars. Lovely release giant with a full twist. Another giant with a full twist. Gives her a good bonus. Building up speed. Layout dismount and a good stuck landing.
Fantastic.
Her partner will definitely be delighted. Giant with a hop full turn. Direct into another full turn on the bars. And building up the speed for her dismount. Slight pike with the body, but she lands it excellently.
An improvement of .1 over a mark in Durban. That's a terrific routine for Elena Piskun. Joanne West, second all around at the African Championships last year. She prepares for her bar routine.
Tuck over the low bar. Good strong backup rise. Into a Genga, very nicely controlled, but a loss of legs control. Nice release to the low bar. Directional change required. Bending her legs slightly, but she's working smoothly and confidently. Nice strong giant and into the front. Good landing. She'll be very happy with that. Coming down from the handstand in the giant. Puts her feet on the bar. Nice height, and she controls the landing very well.
Her third year on the national team, 9.375, a tidy mark for Joanne West. Partner Sinkevitch will be delighted, and they've reduced the deficit to .025 over Myhill and Piskun. Steyn and Savko move up into third, while Lavallee and Oosthuizen have dropped to sixth. Elena Piskun on the beam. A lot of concentration as she begins her mount.
Elena mounts with a punch front onto the beam, very nice and steady. She has a nice series of flick-flacks here. Two flick-flacks with a flick-flack with a full turn on the beam and a loss of balance there. Recovers quickly. Continues into her leap series. Very nice high straddle jump. The required full turn. Looks easy, but not as easy as it seems. Beautifully controlled, full twist on the beam. Spectacular skill.
All experience.
Very nice flick-flack straddle jump. Nice height on that jump. And a leap series combination there. Preparing for her dismount. With an Arab Spring double pike somersault, very well landed.
She's as steady as a rock.
She certainly is. And we've got the flick-flack, full twisting somersault, beautifully landed and controlled.
For the third apparatus in a row, Elena Piskun improves on her mark in Durban, 9.65. She's done it all. Partner Athol Myhill.
Starts with a peach to handstand, and then attempts double front somersault. This would hurt their score. Elena just did a near perfect beam. Athol with a full turn to swing. Another one. It upgrades the second swing. They're called he-turns. And then a double pike somersault. He manages to control the landing quite well. So it's just a fall in the middle.
But that fall could prove costly. 7,75 for Athol Myhill. A combined score of Myhill and Piskun 54,525, opening up the door for Sinkevitch and West. CRISTIAN Brezeanu, the champion from last week, on the vaults.
Good fast run up and then a double twist in the layout Sugara position. A brilliant vault. Marked out of 9,8.
That should improve their standing as a pair.
Good push off the horse and then 2 turns before the landing. A fantastic vault.
A brilliant mark of 9,60 for CRISTIAN Brezeanu. Partner Ilse Roots picking up 8,9 on the beam. This combination currently in second place. But Alexei Sinkevitch still to come.
His partner has just done a very good beam routine. Let's see what he can produce. Kip to V-sit, press to handstand. Beautiful back giant. Peach to handstand. Manner stand. Healy twirl. Another one, nice early catch. Stitch to handstand, so far perfect. Back toss very high and double pike, and again a landing mistake on the double pike.
The pressure seems to be getting to them, Pete.
Yes, it must be getting closer and closer now. See the Stutz handstand, which is a half turn swing to handstand. And then what nice control there when he catches in a handstand. Just pulls the feet a little too far. And a big mistake there, 4 or so.
Both partners picking up 8,9 for that particular rotation, but Sinkevitch and West move up into first place. Ashley Kever, our visitor from America, the first serious competition outside of the United States.
Ashley mounts, jumping to a split position. Again a flick, flack, layout, beautifully controlled. Into her leap. And a mixed series finishing with a tour jeté with a little loss of control. Handspring into a straddle jump, nice high jump. Ashley has an interesting series of leaps here, switch leap, leap, and a purple with 3/4 turn, which is a new skill in the code. And into the Arab spring, full twist, good landing. Into her series here, again a flick, flack. Slight bending of the legs, but very well controlled.
The 17-year-old from Austin in Texas scores 9,55. She'll be delighted. And so will partner Johan van Heerden. But that mistake by Athol Myhill has cost the Myhill-Piskun combination. Sinkevitch and West opening up a lead of 375 at the top of the board, and that is unlikely to be hauled in the final rotation. Jeff Lavallee.
Overgrasp Endo A, a D start. Kachev, another Kachev. Second one becomes a D element. Full twist, catching with one arm. Into the Ginga, a little low. He still manages to hold on. And then jam to handstand, invert giants. Now building up for the dismount. Double out with full turn. Releases too early and lacks rotation there.
He lands on the extra mat, which has been put down because earlier CRISTIAN Brezeanu made a hole in the existing mat. Assisted by Tim Daggett, former Olympic gold medalist.
So releases, backward straddle jump over the high bar called the Kachev. And then the full turn to one arm followed by the Ginga, and he just manages to hold on there. Dismount coming up, releases, see release too early and doesn't manage to rotate onto his feet.
Jeff scores a 9. His partner is Heidi-Marie Oosthuizen, the current African champion and national champion. Her 6th year on the national team, Heidi is a matric pupil at Hoërskool, Florida. She's aiming for 6 A's in matric, which will enable her to study medicine next year. She waits for her music to begin her floor routine.
She gets a bonus for that double turn combination. Into the triple twist. Little loss of control, but she pulls out quite quickly. Heidi putting on the Ritz here. Into her leap series, and again her lovely tour jeté, one of her specialties. Another bonus for that skill, a gallop jump with a double turn. A whip series here, 3 whips into a double twist. Very well landed, but the judge shows she stepped out of the floor area. Heidi looking strong on the floor, preparing for her final tumble. An Arabian through to a Tinsika forward. And she's happy with that. Her tumble into the triple twist. She just manages to pull it around.
The tidy floor routine for Heidi-Marie Oosthuizen, 9,15, despite the ,1 in penalty points for stepping out of the floor area. It's been an excellent competition so far for Alexei Sinkevitch. He needs to keep his high bar routine together to go all the way to the gold medal with partner Joanne West. Assisted by coach Nikolai Liskovich.
Alexei is very determined to make up for last weekend. Does overgrasp endo A with feet between his hands, Kachev, second Kachev, and then the endo to handstand again, overgrasp, building up the bonus. L grip requirement, and now the dismount, double pike, half summit, with half turn, a very good dismount. L grip very high out, hop to handstand. Now building up for the dismount, 1, 2, and then the half turn. Very nicely controlled.
A 9,25 for Alexei Sinkevitch, combined with Joanne West's 8,975. This pair are on their way to gold. Our first look at the current national champion, Adrian Steyn.
Adrian is a good high ball worker. Overgrasp, endo, half turn. And good high catch, and then the Ginga quite far away from the bar.
Adrian Steyn all smiles despite that bad fall. His partner Elena Savko from Belarus prepares for her floor routine, having just watched the disaster of Adrian Steyn's high bar.
Straight into the first tumble. Outswing flick flack, 2.5 twist, controls it quite well. mixed series, a simple combination. Going for a second tumbling pass, runs into the 1.5 punch front twist. A triple turn, but unfortunately not well controlled. A nice leap series, could have pointed her toes a little harder. Interesting leg work and the handstand pirouette. And to dismount her routine, with a 2.5 twist punch front, almost out of the floor, but she pulls herself back in. And a nice strong ending.
Ladies and gentlemen, Elena Savko. Our final combination will be the green pairing.
Into her final tumble. 1.5 twist punch front. Nice big tour jeté. And to the end.
A tidy 9,425 for the 15-year-old from Grodno. Her compatriot to go on the floor now, with Athol Myhill having picked up 8,3 for his high bar routine. This combination cannot win the competition, so it's all entertainment now.
A little Russian music to start, and into a whip. Triple twist, nice and high, but slightly over-rotated. Lovely stylized movements, very beautiful body control. Into her arrow spring flick flack, 2.5 twist layout punch front, very high bonus for that.
Stunning combination.
It's spectacular. Slowing down with some pretty dance movements. Into her leap series. Little loss of control, but I don't think it'll make much difference at this stage. Catching her breath for her final tumble. Swing flick flack, full in, back out, pike. Wonderful stuff. Absolutely beautiful. She makes it look so easy.
A brilliant routine to end the competition. A hug from partner Athol Myhill. They're resigned to second place, but through no fault of Elena Piskun. Last for Athol Myhill on the high bar, 8,30.
Into the whip. 2 strong flick flacks, pushing back into the triple twist. Look at that height. And she just steps out of the floor.
Almost too much height.
I don't know if that's possible, Pete. And the 2.5 twist straight into a layout punch front. Amazing.
Sinkevitch and West winning comfortably by 6 over Myhill and Piskun. Brezeanu and Roots picking up the bronze medals, with Lavallee and Oosthuizen just outside the medals, and Otmani and Cox not featuring. Although this was a mixed pairs competition, there is no doubt that the 17-year-old from Bobrusk, Elena Piskun, was the star act in the field. While we watch her again, it is worthwhile to note that she trains in extremely difficult conditions back home. The only adequate gym facility is a burnt-out shop known as Spartak, the gym where she trains. There is no suitable floor facility, and the vaulting runway is extremely short. Piskun, however, is forced to train here for much of the time, although before competition she does travel 130 kilometers to the city of Minsk in order to enjoy a few days adequate training. The demands on an Olympic gymnast are enormous, and Elena trains for 8 hours a day and still manages to squeeze in 5 hours of education at the Olympic Reserve School. Barring future injuries, Elena should be a leading contender medals at the 1996 Olympics in Atlanta. It's been a treat to witness her exceptional skill in South Africa. Das Vidania, Elena Piskun.